Have you ever wondered how humanity faced one of the deadliest pandemics in history, long before the world ever heard of COVID-19? In 1918, a mysterious virus emerged and spread like wildfire across the globe, leaving millions dead in its wake. This was the Spanish flu, a pandemic that infected approximately 1/3 of the world's population and claimed an estimated 50 million lives worldwide. The origins of the virus remain partially unclear to this day, though it is believed to have begun somewhere in the United States or Europe during the final months of World War I. The global conflict helped the virus spread rapidly. Soldiers traveling from one continent to another carried the infection with them, and crowded military camps and trenches became perfect breeding grounds. Cities and towns were unprepared for the scale of the outbreak. By the fall of 1918, the Spanish flu had reached pandemic proportions. Entire hospitals were overwhelmed, unable to accommodate the growing number of patients. Doctors had no vaccines, no antiviral treatments, and very little knowledge of the virus itself. Mortality rates were unusually high among healthy young adults, a demographic normally resilient to influenza. Scientists and historians still study the reasons behind this anomaly, suggesting that a phenomenon called cytokine storm caused the immune systems of strong adults to overreact, leading to severe complications and death. Life during the pandemic was drastically altered. Public spaces such as theaters, schools, and churches were closed in many cities. People were advised or forced to wear masks, and social gatherings were strictly limited. Despite these measures, misinformation and fear often led to chaotic and inconsistent public health responses. Some communities enforced strict quarantines and disinfection campaigns, while others allowed public events to continue, unknowingly facilitating the spread of the virus. Families faced unimaginable grief. The streets were filled with funeral processions, and the overwhelming number of deaths meant that many had to bury loved ones quickly, often in mass graves. Daily life became a struggle. Breadlines, limited medical supplies, and the constant fear of infection dominated the lives of ordinary people. Newspapers reported daily death tolls, and the sense of vulnerability was felt across every corner of society. Yet, amid the tragedy, there were stories of resilience and ingenuity. Medical researchers began studying viruses with greater intensity than ever before, leading to significant advancements in epidemiology, virology, and public health. Communities learned to organize volunteer efforts, care for the sick, and implement hygiene measures that would influence the management of future pandemics. The Spanish flu left an indelible mark on global society, shaping medical practices, public health policies, and even literature and art. The impact of the pandemic was not just medical, but cultural and social. Artists and writers captured the collective grief and trauma, while governments faced new pressures to protect their citizens from invisible threats. The Spanish flu demonstrated how interconnected the world had already become and how quickly a microscopic virus could exploit those connections. As we look back on the 1918 pandemic today, the lessons are strikingly relevant. The importance of public health infrastructure, timely communication, scientific research, and community solidarity cannot be overstated. The Spanish flu reminds us that humanity has survived unimaginable challenges before, and through resilience, innovation, and cooperation, we continue to navigate crises. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the history of the 1918 Spanish flu. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to subscribe to Curivio to explore more incredible historical events, mysteries, and cultural stories.